Hello everyone. In this video, I will demonstrate how to configure and use the ERP attendance system. Before we start marking attendance, we need to complete a few basic configurations. These include setting up courses, departments, staff, students, subjects, and the timetable. Now, let's go step by step through the entire process. Course setup. First, we navigate to the Administration module. Here, we open the course screen. Now, we add all the courses available in the college. Department setup. Next, we move to the Departments screen. Here, we create and manage all the departments in the institution. Staff designation. Now, we open the Staff module. In this section, we create staff designations such as Professor, Associate Professor, Assistant Professor. These designations help in organizing and managing staff roles effectively. Next, we move to the Employee setup. Here, we add the employee details into the system. Employees can be added in two ways. Offline, by uploading an Excel file. Online, by entering the details directly in the form. While uploading through Excel, please note, all red-marked fields are mandatory. The department and designation names must match the ones already created in the system. The employee code and email ID do not need to be the same. User access permissions. Now, I will show you how to configure user access permissions in the system. User level permissions screen. First, we navigate to the Administration module in User level permissions screen. Here, we create different user levels based on roles in the institution. For example, Admin, HOD, Faculty, Staff. Creating a user level. Now, click on Add User Level. After creating the user level, we select the module for which permissions need to be assigned. Selecting modules and screens. Inside the selected module, we can see a list of available screens. Now, we choose which screens should be accessible for that particular user level. Permission options. For each screen, we have 4 types of permissions. View allows the user to see the data. Note allows the user to create new records. Edit allows the user to modify existing records. Delete allows the user to remove records. If we select all, the user will get all permissions. These permissions define what the user can do after logging into the system. Moving to User Master. After configuring the permissions, we move to the User Master screen. Creating user login. Here, we create user login accounts. We need to enter the following details. Employee or user information. Username, password, assigned user level. Once the user level is assigned, the system will automatically apply the corresponding permissions. Semester setup. Next, we configure the semester screen. Here, we add all the semesters available for the academic programs. Branch setup. Now, we open the branches screen. First, we select the academic year and batch. Then, we add all the branches offered by the institution. Semester and regulation. Next, we move to semester and regulation. Here, we assign the appropriate regulation for the selected batch. Seat types. Now, we configure the seat types. In this section, we define all the seat categories used during student admissions. Please note the following important points. The roll number and email ID should not be the same. The seat type must match the seat types already created in the system. Section creation. Now, we create sections. First, we enter the section names in the section screen. Then, we open section creation and assign students to their respective sections. Subject setup. Next, we add subjects semester-wise in the subject screen. Here, we define subject code, subject type, theory, lab, or rather, allotment type. If the allotment type is system, the subject will be automatically assigned to students. If it is manual, the subject must be assigned manually. Period maintenance. Next, we configure period maintenance. Here, we define the period timings for the academic schedule. Academic calendar. Now, we set up the academic calendar. Here, we enter the semester start date and end date. Teaching assignments. Next, we move to the academics module. In teaching assignments, we assign faculty members to subjects. Manual subject allotment. If any subject is not assigned automatically, we can assign it manually using the manual subject allotment screen. Lab batch setup. For lab subjects, we need to configure batches. In lab batch maintenance, if we select all students will be in a single batch. If we select single, students will be divided into multiple batches. After that, we assign students using lab batch assignment. Timetable creation. Next, we create the academic timetable. Important point. A subject will appear in the drop-down only if it is assigned to both faculty and students. For lab subjects with multiple batches, the timetable must be created separately for each batch. Faculty attendance. Now, faculty members can mark attendance using faculty class attendance. There are two options. Check presentees. Selected students will be marked as present. Absentees. Selected students will be marked as absent. Faculty can mark attendance only for the subjects assigned to them. Hold attendance screen. There is also an attendance screen, mainly used by the HOD. Here, we can mark attendance for the entire day. Edit or delete attendance records if required. Attendance reports. Finally, the system provides 21 types of attendance reports. These reports help in monitoring student attendance, subject-wise attendance, overall attendance performance. This completes the ERP attendance workflow. From system configuration to attendance marking and reporting.